I know this is a lot, but just let me explain. My discography's so fucked, bruised up and all confusing, cause I'm mentioning tunes that I privated on YouTube and SoundCloud. Meanwhile, I scrubbed off every platform you can think of. I was just trying to do a little cleanup. I can already hear the questions and the messages. Someone's got a DM saying, what happened to dead parents? I thought this girl was joking but was very serious. She told me that her and her friends want to hear it again. With jokes I responded. I was too puzzled and felt crowded, and that chat it became a ghost. But on the song, I'll be honest, to that same girl who also wanted love thyself, I'm sorry to say this, but I've since restarted for like the third or fourth time. I've just never felt satisfied with my output, no matter how hard I've tried with the resource that I myself provided, like the mic and windjammer from UGA's film Camp Climate. I must have been 15, hot air was blowing that summer. I met some aspiring filmmakers, we made a short called The Janitor, and during that shoot my sleight of hand swiped the device and quickly dumped it in my backpack for later. I was broke as fuck but finally ready to hit the track. My inspiration and motivation had been flying off the rack, all because a creator named Tyler impacted another white kid to chase the dreams and to slide critics off their backs. I started recording on the mobile version of GarageBand, using Tyler type beats cause I didn't understand how to use Pro Tools, cause my hands weren't that experienced, but I used what I had and I was proud of that shit. So on August 16th, 2019, I dropped Lonely Paradise, 7 tracks of heat, and I promoted with a pic of the album cover on IG saying, look up my last name on streaming, you'll find me posing, looking off blankly into the distance with 2 side film reels living a coexistence. It was all done in mobile Photoshop in a rush, and I thought adding parental advisory near the bottom was a nice touch. Next day I go to school, some popular kids started complimenting me, or more like mocking my shit, saying it was so heat as they were trying to lip sync to my shitty ass lyrics and singing. They were especially giddy about this one song named Letter to My Love, which I wrote back when I had a crush on this one girl that I once went to kindergarten with. She knew me a little bit, but not enough even for a friendship. I mean, we could have had one, but I was scared for real. All my anxieties couldn't make me express how I'd feel, so I felt comfortable putting it into a song. But I guess no one got the memo, and they all tried jokingly to sing along. And I was butthurt and even killed some of my confidence, but their reaction was nothing compared to my parents. Shit. They told me to take it down immediately. Yeah, I was cursing a little bit and had topics that were kinda depressing, but they heard that shit, thought I needed therapy. Also told me, what if our other members of the family heard your stupidity? They would think you're scary and tell us what's wrong with your son, you're not raising them right, look what you've done. So they struck it down and cut me off from rap music. They thought it was being a negative influence. Even my dad became a ghostwriter and started giving me gentrified soulless garbage that felt dire. But he told me it's either that or don't make music again. So I would write and record late at nights in my closet or the basement. This record label tried to stop my creativity. They inadvertently lit a fire in me. Eventually they found the microphone I stole, made me send it back to the college and apologize in a letter I wrote. So I moved on to some gaming headset. Mom would find lyrics that were real edgy and depressed, and notebooks she burned and sent me to more sessions, gave me more vitamins. She thought that I was possessed, but I was a problem child that just couldn't be fixed. But during COVID I decided to give music a rest. I realized that no one really gave a shit, and it wasn't giving me any fulfillment. So I lived life normally and never touched my equipment for like a year. Yeah. But then suddenly on January 22nd, 2021, I dropped a new single called The Return for Fun. I felt inspired again, maybe because the power of music had a chokehold on my skin. I had that and a new album I recorded on my MacBook's internal microphone in my fortress down in the basement where I recorded dead parents. I was full on dissing all of their fucking standards. I didn't want them in heaven, I wanted them to join me in hell. But before I could upload, they sent my ass to Skyland Trail. I was there for 2 months, so when I got out, I was happier than ever. But months later my old habits came about, and we were back to our problematic lifestyle. Back to dissing, back to bitching, back to being the fucking rat that the gutter was missing. That was back when I came up with the Soliloquy inspired by the Heart series. The songs are K-Dots and his feelings, and I would do the same, still in pain at my life. I explained my third one was number 20 on the OG mixtape. Bonus track it was, I added it a month before the release date. Oh yeah, this ain't the OG version of the mixtape. This version's reimagined, like what the fuck happened? There's different sounding tracks and slightly altered lyrics. I felt like it always had potential, but better execution it was missing. All my vocals were recorded on my phone on Apple headphones. Also so many uncleared samples I used from the get-go. I just had to hide the new ones better this time. If a lawsuit comes a knocking off, fuck it, I've already crossed lines. Once I clear soul on a track, but not really. I stole an acapella of hers without paying millies or thousands. That song managed to get 1,000 plays before it was taken away by Beat Chain, my old distributor. Banned me for a while cause of copyright. I had a massive spike in listeners, so I traveled a different route to route. No, I was there for about a year before I decided to disappear. No offense, but the customer service sucked ass, so I joined Steve Stout in the United Masters class. Hopefully I'm there for the rest of my career, cause the big three see dollar signs and blood, sweat and tears. During that time I had upgraded my equipment, and my parents were finally willing to support my music. They thought I was old enough to do what I want. One Christmas they gave me a blue microphone, a Focusrite Scarlett Solo, as well as helping me buy FL Studio, cause before the version was demo, I finally made the studio tied. My parents did sacrifice, despite the differences, they just want my best interest in mind. Nowadays my mom's forcing me to promote my LPs. She has seen what I've posted in her TikTok feed. Her only problem now is my artist name is my real name, and she don't like that much, so I changed the letter from my last name to appease the higher ups. I hope that's enough. Yeah. I'm sorry if this comes across as yapping, but it's just that I want to get all this off my chest, cause I know some people are gonna be confused when listening to this mixtape. Okay? Alright, last verse. I know I have a long way to go before I ever see a big break. Mainstream calling my name while I ride a PJ. Destination private island, a place where Epstein ain't invited. Fame is making my life exciting, but I file all that in my dream cabinet, so I can focus on all my flaws and bad habits. Like I know my singing is off, can't even hit a note for that long before straining what vocals I have on. And I know my flow's sloppy, and I also sometimes copy my better contemporaries from December to January. And sometimes my lyrics make no fucking sense. Like, why make music when it's shit people forget? But my career's a beta, I'm never truly finished. Despite me being lazy, I am truly a perfectionist. They'll say to strike while the iron is hot, cause if you cool down, people will move on to whatever else is around. Well, fuck them. If they think that I've fallen off of them, you'll remember what that old man said in Toy Story 2. Then they may move like Amaranth, impatient with short attention spans, and instant gratification helps burn future plans. Well, how about grow up mature and be loyal instead of wearing hats of tin foil to predict my downfall? That shit makes my blood boil. Despite never digging from dirt, I respect the soil, but money's starting to blind me with flashes of greed. But if you wanna sample me, you could do it for free. Like, don't fucking pay me, cause I don't need your charity. I just need some ears to hear it and feel me clearly. My never-ending quest of seeking originality will start by making no more soliloquies. Inspiration's fine, but I need an identity in a world of clones and hoes that love making enemies. So far, I'm farthest away from blowing up, but that's okay, cause I'm used to being on the bottom of the totem with no one paying attention, cause I'm not as talented as the stars people mention. So for now, my rocket ship will stand idle with no idol to light the ignition.